Fiesta vlog number 3. I'm trying to do these once a week now. It kind of helps to have weekends free, and so yeah, I'm trying to do a Sunday vlog in the Fiesta. Maybe I'll do a Friday or Saturday vlog in the FRS. Mix it up a bit. It's been a while since I've done one on the FRS. I think it was like October was the last time I did that. So what's new? I installed a boost gauge in the vent pod over here. You're looking at roughly around $100 to do it. I went with the Turbosmart. I'll post the specific model number in the details, but so far, I don't know. It seems to run like 2 or 3 psi low, which is kind of frustrating, considering Turbosmart's usually a known brand. And it did confirm suspicions, and those suspicions being, I don't think there's boost in first gear. First gear has always felt kind of gutless in this car, and it drives me nuts because second gear is really nice. And so I'd always just short shift, get the hell out of first gear and get into second gear and lay on it, because second gear seemed to have gobs of torque, and my boost gauge seems to confirm that first gear just doesn't really have much of anything going on. It's kind of weird. So the gauge, it seems like it's running low, because normally when you kind of put the gas pedal down on the FRS, I've got a very expensive AEM failsafe. I mean, that one I know for a fact that it is accurate. It's a digital gauge. It's been 100% accurate since the day I installed it. This one's fully analog, and it just seems like it's just not calibrated correctly, because when you get on the gas, usually you're not in vacuum, you're at zero, right? Until you've got boost. This one seems to sit a little bit low. It seems to sit 2 psi below vacuum, and that doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like that's where it should be. It should be like, see, right now it's a little bit below zero because I'm getting, putting the gas pedal down. And when I go full throttle, it seems to only get up to about 17 psi, which is overboost on this car should be about 20. So I'm going to contact Turbosmart and see if I just got a bad one, or if there's a way to calibrate it. I doubt it, because it doesn't seem like there's anything on the back other than wires for LEDs. And I didn't wire it for power, because supposedly the LEDs are very bright, and working on this car has been an absolute pain in the ass. So on the FRS, there's a excellent grommet right up by the firewall on the driver's side. And so what they did is, on the grommet, they've got the grommet for the main wiring loom, and then they've got this like nipple thing that comes out that you can just cut the end off, and boom, you've got a straight shot right into the firewall, unobstructed, and it spits it out like on the side, so it's not like jammed right up next to the wiring harness. So I've had to run all kinds of shit through it, boost gauge, power, E85 sensor, no problem. This car has no such grommet. In fact, the grommet that I found, someone posted on the forums, it was like a rubber grommet, and so I managed to get it out with a knife. Then it's carpet. There's not even... I had to get under there with a knife and cut the carpet out. And of course, I'm really worried because there's like a wiring loom right there, right where that grommet comes out. So I had my girlfriend get on the ground and look under there and be like, yeah, you're safe, or no, back it out, because you're getting really close to the wiring harness. And so, my fingers are all dinged up. And then to get to that grommet, I had to take the battery out, and I couldn't see it. Like, it's up under here. And if you've worked on a front engine or front wheel drive car, it seems like an inline four, it seems like there's a cowl that you have to get up underneath, and it was bad. And finally, after about an hour of screwing with it, I was able to get the hose through. Once the hose was through, it was like, man, we're done. We're almost there. Hose popped out. I was able to run it up to this vent, and then from there I put a notch in the vent that connects to the actual vent pod, so that there could be some slack in the actual boost hose, because I didn't want it to smash, get pinched by the actual gauge pod. So I got that in. Oh, and the T where I tapped for boost is on the front of the engine. It's pretty easy to get to. The only problem is, and it's a big one, the hose that you're trying to tap isn't hose. It's basically like hard plastic that has been shrunk. It's like heat shrink tubing, but it's not rubber that you can just pull it off. I heated it up with a heat gun a bunch of times trying to get it off, so I could just kind of like use my own tube and not have to cut factory. No, I had to cut the factory one. And then of course, after I cut it, you could see, oh, it's just plastic. It's not even rubber. So I was really worried that it's going to leak. So I put some hose clamps on it. And God, it's just like, what a pain in the ass. On the FRS, it was just like, I could install it in about 30 minutes, This thing, not so much. Also, there's a fuse box on the FRS on the driver's side. So if you wanted to use an add a fuse to power it, it's right there. This thing, it's over here. And then I looked, there is no simple way to pass through a hose or a line or anything. Oh, that's a great lane change you got right there. What a great lane change. I mean, I kind of knew it going into this car that I wasn't going to modify it. And a boost gauge usually isn't a chore, but it was a chore on this one. And then this finger, my index finger, I go to cut the last hose, and I just slice the shit out of my finger. Normally, I'm really good about that. I mean, I cut it right down to the nail, and it just, it pissed me off. It's just like one of those things where, just salt in the wound of already being a difficult, well, just come into my lane. Just come into my lane, you fucker. Oh, road rage. People don't know how to turn there. This is in Kima. It's always a nightmare. So, after all that's said and done, I've got a boost gauge. I don't know how accurate it is, but hopefully Turbosmart can tell me, yep, that's how it is, or you should have brought a more expensive one, because if you wanted accuracy, our $45 boost gauge just isn't there. So, and that would suck, because I think Turbosmart's known for being, decent, accurate, higher quality than Glow Shift or any of the other brands. So what's next? I'd like to do LED fogs, but they're $170, and that's a lot of money. I actually got the boost gauge and all the shit with it for free because I opened up an Amazon credit card. Something I probably should have done ages ago, and I just haven't done it. And you get an $80 credit when you open up the credit card. You get 3% back every time you buy something from Amazon, which as much shit as I bought from Amazon, I would have had thousands of dollars by now. Right now I'm on my way to Home Depot to buy a hex nut, like an extension nut, because somebody on the Fiesta forums was awesome and posted their design for a gas pedal riser that I can 3D print. And at the library I have an appointment on Wednesday to use the 3D printer to print this, and so I need some just a little bit of hardware to make it happen. And so I'm going to Home Depot to pick up a hex nut, or it's basically like an extension. It's like it's like double. It's threaded on both ends, so you screw it to the standoff, and then you can screw a bolt to it. Oh man, look at the Cadillac! Look at the Cadillac truck. Is that custom, man? So yeah, this has been an adventure, and I'm glad it's in. I'm glad I did it. I don't regret it. I just hope that I don't have any boost leaks, or that maybe they can figure out if this one's bad and then they can send me another one, or I don't know. Maybe I can figure out why I don't have boost in first gear, because that bugs the shit out of me. But we shall see. All right, video log 3. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like for more videos. I appreciate it. I think these videos are fun. All right, thanks for watching.